also have to be very sensitive that times have changed. And our women are no longer sitting at home as they did for much of Islamic history. And what is happening is that we are depriving them of the most essential places they need to be, like the masjid, for example, right? It is true, some scholars of the past said, let the women stay at home when women would stay at home. And they said no need for them to come to the masjid, even though the hadith is clear she should come if she wants to. But there are some madhabs that said that. But in a society and at a place and time where our wives, our daughters, our mothers are, and I'm not saying this is positive, I'm just giving it factually, they go everywhere, like as if there is nothing in exiting the house. The notion of remaining in the house is not even known to them. It is gone from the minds of our women. And I'm not saying that as a good thing or as a bad thing. I'm simply saying it as a fact, that notion is gone. To bring up these issues and then say, yeah, go ahead, do your shopping, go Kroger's, do your education. No, they should do education, don't get me wrong here. I'm just saying, go everywhere, but don't come to the masjid. Do everything. When your father dies, don't go to the qabr. You see, in this society and in this mindset, if we keep on pushing them into a corner, the reaction might be an illegitimate anger in which they say, khalas, we're going to take over, give the khutbah from now on. Okay? I was in Los Angeles on the weekend, and there's a masjid there that is only women. No men are allowed inside. Khutbah is given by the women, all run by the women. Everything is there. Now, I'm not criticizing publicly. I'm definitely not endorsing. But I will say one thing. If you keep on pushing, what's going to happen? So my philosophy, and I'll be very explicit about this, where the Sharia allows some leeway, give that leeway. Where the Sharia has some breathing room, then alhamdulillah, give. And where the Sharia has a red line, that is where we need to enforce. Because if you want to keep on moving the red line back, don't be surprised. In our time frame, to tell a daughter that she cannot go to the janazah of her father, she will literally say, what type of religion is that? I can't even come and be and whatnot. Which we should say, look, men and women are allowed to go, but there must be proper decorum. You observe the etiquettes. No wailing, no screaming, no shouting. And if there is a fear that might happen, then we tell this lady, think twice, and if you insist on going, we will have other ladies there that if that happens, you will be, taken out, that this is not appropriate, that at a wedding, and by the way, at a funeral, by the way, this is something that I have witnessed myself. So it's not just hearsay, that women are not told this, and they attend the janazah, and especially if it's a sudden death, right? And you have, a young lady screaming at the top of her lungs, just bawling and saying things that are not appropriate to be said. It's not something that of Islam that you say, how are we going to live now? Who's going to take care of me? Allah took care of you, not this man. Allah took care of you, not your husband or brother or father. But at that emotional state, if you say something, I can't live anymore, astaghfirullah, that person was giving you life. Allah is Hayy Qayyum. So this is where we draw the red line. These are the battles we should be fighting. And we say very clearly, that is something that should not be done. Nonetheless, if somebody wants to follow the other madhab, then that's their business. But the other three madhabs, they say it is not sinful to do, and that is the position I hold, and Allah Azza wa Jalla.